everyone. So today for In Conversations With, we are joined with Helen O'D from the Medical Centre. So Helen, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm the nurse on campus. I've been there for a long time and coming up to my final year. So I haven't, it's just a lovely place to come when you're in difficulty for a student. And we're very highly confidential. Anything you say to the medical centre or the nurse or the doctor, it's completely separate to the rest of the college, highly confidential. Anything you say to us is kept very private, unless you wanted us to share something with a lecturer or something maybe to appeal on your behalf to a lecturer if you're going through difficulties. It's just another voice, a place to come. It doesn't replace your own GP, because you need, whatever conditions that you have. Some people never go to the doctor. Some people are regulars. So just to know that if you are in difficulty, have a medical or physical or mental issue, or even just troubled, come to us to the medical centre, and you can be sure if we can't solve it, we'll be able to direct you to somebody who can help.
Yeah. And following on from that there, you kind of touched on that. What kind of services and what kind of things would the students go to the medical centre for?
Yeah, well, it's if you like, very same as every other medical centre in the country. You'd be interviewed by the nurse, or the nurse would maybe contact you after you've made contact. I'll talk about how to contact us in a minute. But the whatever difficulties that you have, we deal with everything. But at the same time, it doesn't replace your GP. If you needed further investigations, you might have to go to your own GP, or if you were from Donegal or from West Kerry or West Cork, you'd be organised in Limerick with Dr. Jim Fehley. He's our doctor on campus, and he has his medical centre, which is just across in Ashdown Student Village. So he's very accessible, and that if you needed something extra, he could deal with it in the medical centre in Ashdown if it was a more extensive issue.
And what way will the medical centre be running in semester one?
So how do you contact the medical centre? The medical centre is in the Student Union, same block as the student. It's in the top of the Tower building, over the Shoppa, which most people will probably the first place to call for, tea and sandwiches. So we're all in the same block. And we'll be encouraging people not to be using the lift, to use the stairs up to the medical centre if you were accessing it. But because of COVID, it won't be. We used to have a drop-in centre. That's not going to be the case, and it's usually a same-day appointment. So if you phone and you're in difficulty, we try and give you a same-day appointment. If all the appointments are gone, they'll give you an appointment for the next day. So there's two ways to contact. You would contact by email, medical.centre@mic.ul.ie, or ring the medical centre. The secretary will be answering calls from 9 o'clock on. So it's 061 20 43 43 is the medical centre number. If you wanted to talk to Dr. Jim Fehley and have an extensive check, that would be in Ashdown Medical Centre, and that would be 061 301 200 if you wanted to stay away from the college. There's a €10 charge for a visit to the medical centre, and the same would if you had a medical card or a European health card, you would not be charged. So we'd be very aware of students in difficulty. If you have a difficulty with money, you might let us know, and we can contact. We'll be able to sort something out for you. But in an emergency, money is not discussed at all. If somebody
that sounds fantastic, Helen. And is there anything else you'd like to add to that there? We've pretty much covered a lot of it, but just in case there's anything.
Yeah, I suppose really what is important is self-care. And there's a very good website, Student Health Matters. It's an app. It was written by college nurses in Ireland, and it's an app you can download free of charge from the App Store. Student Health Matters, and it gives you loads of different information about healthy living. I just have a couple of things written down here. Drink and drugs, they're the same problems that everybody gets stuck in. Alcohol is a big issue in Ireland. Drugs are a big issue among students. Hasn't been a big issue in Mary I because it just hasn't been. But it is a growing use among young people, and it is important that if somebody does collapse in your company, or don't think it's just alcohol or somebody just fainted, do stick by your friends, support. You can be the most valuable friend in the world, even though it's a stranger who's collapsed in front of you, just to make that 999 call and don't leave anybody behind. Stick to your friends. Also, I suppose with COVID, what we're saying is keep it tight in relation to friendships. Whatever group you have in the house, try and entertain within that group, and just make sure that you're very conscious of the people that visit your house and when you are visiting somebody else, and see what vulnerabilities there are. Because we'd have students that have diabetes, students who have serious asthma, students who already have chest difficulties. So just to know that you're protecting yourself and you're protecting your friends that are with you. Sexual health is an issue for all students as well. Be informed, and also the medical centre is a good place to come if you're in any difficulty in relation to this issue, or the medical centre in Ashdown Medical Centre.
That sounds great, Helen, for now. Yeah. Oh, sorry, pardon me.
Yeah, I was just going to say, manage your own, a lot of common illnesses. So you can have a little, a thermometer is something that's really very valuable at the moment, even though around the college there will be checks on thermometer, on your temperature.
Yeah, self-check, yeah.
But it would be important that you have a thermometer and that you have paracetamol, Nurofen, a couple of plasters, just a little first aid kit for yourself. And and self-care is the best care.
Yeah.
And if you look after yourself, and moderation, moderation, okay, we say moderation, but students can really be killing themselves studying, killing themselves having fun, or, doing other or sporty stuff. So I would say everything in moderation. There's 24 hours in a day. Make sure 8 of them are sleep. And, and the semesters are very short. If you count up the weeks, they're very short. So, college is can be a fun place to be. And make sure if you see somebody who's not having great fun, look out for your fellow person. If there's somebody always isolated, try and bring them into the group. Try and just, you can make a difference in Mary I. Mary I students are traveling the world, supporting the world, if you like. We're ambassadors for Ireland. So just if you're a new student in Mary I and it's your first time, I'd say make a change in your life, reach out for somebody else, and you make a change for somebody else and change their lives. Be a friend to the isolated.
Definitely. That's great. That's great advice, Helen. It's been fantastic speaking to you. Lovely as always.
Yeah. And also just too, for Student Union have been really very helpful to students in difficulties. And sometimes they won't go to the medical centre. They don't know what words to use. In the past, maybe Mammy or Daddy made the phone call to make the doctor's appointment. So they could be coming into you, Róisín, or coming into Aoife. So I would say, pick up the phone yourselves if you think there's somebody in urgent need in front of you, and you certainly will be listened to and
definitely.
Support. Yeah,
definitely right. Lovely to see you, Helen, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.